My abusive fiancé disciplined my daughter by spanking her using a belt, so I kicked him out and called off our engagement. I have a 10-year-old daughter. Her father passed away when she was 3 and I met my now ex-fiancé when she was 6 and I waited a little over a year for him to meet her. They got along great. When he moved and we talked about ground rules and discipline for her, I told him I don't spank her and he won't do that either. He agreed and said that's how he was disciplined growing up. I told him I had quite a few spankings growing up for things like spilling juice or saying but it made me fearful of my parents, so I said I would never do that because I'd never want my children to be scared of me. 2 weeks ago on Tuesday I took her iPad because she was being disruptive in class for 2 days. The teacher called me on the second day and said she was on her iPad. She snuck out her iPad and was on it in class. I took it and told her the rule is she only gets it when she's at home, but since she disobeyed the rule she wouldn't get it back until the weekend and we'd try again next week. She tried to ask for it back but I told her no and to go watch TV or do something else. She got upset and ran upstairs. I heard the door slam and screaming. I was watching my nephew and he was crying, so I had to feed him. While I'm doing that I hear her scream like a scream of pain, so I hurried up the stairs and he's in her room with his belt talking to her and she's in the corner crying. I told him to get out of her room and we'd talk in a minute. I put my nephew down and went to ask my fiancé what the hell did he think he was doing, and he said that she's slamming doors and screaming, disrespecting his house. I told him first of all it's our house, but most importantly I told him that he was never supposed to do that and he completely disrespected me. He said talking to her doesn't do anything and I told him I've been doing it for years. She's a child and she tested the waters, but I'm not going to beat respect into her. She's allowed to have emotions and I refuse to have him beat that out of her. I told him to leave for the night. My daughter told me that she's scared of him, so the next day I ended it. He's been blowing up my phone saying I'm dramatic and irresponsible for not doing what he did and nipping her entitlement right then and there. I told him not to call me anymore. My parents obviously think I'm being overdramatic. My sister says she thinks I did the right thing. Our dad was the main disciplinarian and she said she was terrified of him for years until she left. I was 2 and my mom was complacent and never did anything when we went to her for help. I don't want my daughter to feel that, especially in her own home and room that's supposed to be her safe space.